Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Corner Fisher from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13.
This is Dad from Yellow Driving.
This is Motorist from War. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Welcome back to Rabid Noise. That was the latest single, Nakama, from Worldlines. And joining us on the program now from the band, frontman Ben Noble. Great to have you on the show, man.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Thanks for having me.
Great you could join us, dude. Well, that single, man, it just absolutely kicks ass. I've spun it a couple of times on the show. It's the Japanese word for friend, is that right?
Yeah, thanks very much for your kind words to the single. Yeah, nakama is a Japanese word for friend, or just, I guess it means family, but not related family-wise. You know what I mean? Not by blood related, just kind of a self-established word. It's just something I picked up from just watching certain TV shows. You get what I mean? And just understanding the term it actually comes into depth with.
That's awesome, man. So what was it that made you want to call the song that? Where are you coming from with the lyrics?
Alright, so nakama, as we've already discussed the meaning, if you've watched the anime One Piece, if you're familiar with that, you'd understand like how much they actually go into depth with the word. Basically, watching that just in my own time kind of made me realize how much it actually reflects like certain things in the world, particularly things in my own life that I guess I wanted to speak about and project in the single. So basically going from there, just started writing with that concept, and that's how the single came about. I guess that's, pretty much it.
Awesome, man. Are you big into your anime?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Just love watching it. Any Japanese film, really, they just usually can tell a story really well. Just can really connect with it, and I guess that's what came about with this single, and that's how I go from it.
It sounds awesome too. Where'd you guys record it?
Oh, thank you. We recorded it with Denim Lee and Michael Miss. They operate their own home studio on the Sunshine Coast, and they're close friends of mine. Both were associated with a band called Hope in Hand. Just also really good friends of mine, and they know how to work a studio, so we recorded our single with them, and we got the sound that we were looking for, and that's pretty much it.
Were they the guys that did your EP as well?
Yeah, they did. They did our EP, Old Beginnings, New Endings. They recorded that for us, and because we were happy with that, we decided to go with our single for that as well, and obviously we're really happy with it, and couldn't think of anyone else better to go with.
Man, it sounds like they know what they're doing, man. Because it's got a tight sound, man. It sounds like it's like an international release. Sometimes you hear like local bands, they'll record it studio down the road, and it sounds like a studio down the road.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. Like you get, I guess, like usually you get what you pay for. Like if you pay a few $100s for an EP, you'll get that real basic sound. But both Denim and Michael study engineering, and I guess they've kind of incorporated their studies and their knowledge towards sound engineering, and they just know what they're doing, and I can't explain it. It's just like they know, like they're good at what they do. That's pretty much how I can put it. Oh
man, totally agree there, man. Because as I said, when I heard it, I was like, it's heavy and it sounds like an international release.
Yeah, well, but their passion for music is up on extraordinary levels. So, like, our passion for our music is at the same level. So there's no one else we'd rather go to than someone that has that same level with the music they create.
Awesome, man. Well, the EP, Old Beginnings, New Endings, came out in November last year, and it's available now from your Bandcamp for free, which is pretty awesome. Have you found that, putting it out there for free has helped spread the word a bit further than the band? making that sacrifice?
Yeah, well, that's it. Like, we're a small Brisbane/Sunshine Coast band. We're not expecting anything crazy. Like, we're not expecting it to make any money off it. Like, basically, our passions lie within the music and not the money. So if we can share our music, if it costs losing a few dollars here and there, then that's what it costs. Money doesn't really mean anything to us when it comes to sharing around what we're so passionate about. I guess music free in this society is where it's really at, because I know that as someone into music myself, like, I know that paying for music from someone that I've never heard before isn't really like a realistic perspective. Whereas if it's offered for free and someone can just grab it straight off the internet, have a listen to it and connect to it, like, I would rather that happen than for them to take the chance of paying for it and liking it, or they would just not hear it at all if money's actually into consideration in those instances.
Is it available, like, so say people, they download it, they love it, they want to get a physical copy of it. Are there physical copies available?
Yeah, there are physical copies available. We charge $5 for the EP. It might be a little bit more for postage and handling, but if you approach us or you just message us on Facebook, we can send out those copies, $5, like, just to pay for the actual printing and all that sort of behind the scenes, like, for it. It does cost us a little bit to get all that sort of thing sorted, so we do have to try and make a bit of a feedback for the actual money we spend, otherwise we can't really do it. But we're not looking for a profit or anything like that. It's just like the hard copies do cost us money, so we try and keep the money flowing so we can keep producing that sort of thing.
Of course, man, but $5, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'd pay 15 for that. I know. I'd pay 15 for a
would you?
copy. I like it that much, man. But no, but that's what you'd expect,
Well, hit me up after. $15 would probably produce 3 more CDs on top of the one you buy, so we'll be happy to take that. All the support counts, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, man. And what about shirts? You got shirts and stuff as well?
Yeah, well, we actually just got a design for us, hand-drawn by this lovely lady. Cost us a little bit, but I think we'll be selling shirts for about $15-20 as soon as we get them printed. As I was saying, this sort of thing costs money. Like, we have to actually buy the shirts first, then print them, then send them out. So I think we'll probably be looking at about $15-20. But for in collaboration with this single, we will have shirts going around. Just a matter of time is when we can actually sort them and whatnot. It's all pretty much in the works right now. We'll have them soon. Awesome,
man. Well, I can't wait to get my my dirty little hands on a few copies of the CD and, of course, a shirt. Well, man, we're going to go to the track Key to Consolation from Old Beginnings, New Endings now. And we'll be back very soon on Rabid Noise. Hey guys, just want to take a minute to give a shout out to our podcast supporters, RW Promotion, who are the best in the business when it comes to printing posters, flyers, banners, badges, business cards, you name it. They've got what it takes to help you get everything you need to help spread the word about your band or business. And with a blistering turnaround, they'll make sure you get your product ASAP. So get in touch with Richard and the team at www.rwpromotion.com.au or shoot them an email at info@rwpromotion.com.au. Also want to give a shout out to the guys at Blacklight Art and Design, who in my opinion are the Gold Coast best screen printers. So, we've gotten many band shirts and even our own Rabid Noise shirts done through these guys, and they've also got one of the fastest turnarounds I've ever seen. So all quality prints at competitive prices. So whether it's band merchandise, sporting teams, promotional garments or workwear,
they've got you covered. So hit them up at www.blacklightad.com.au or email them at info@blacklightad.com.au. So big thanks to those guys for helping us to bring you this podcast each and every week, and for, of course, supporting the metal scene. So now it's back to Rabid Noise.
And we're back on Rabid Noise with Ben from Worldlines now. The band's been together about a year, right?
Yeah, we've been together for a year. I discovered Sean O'Brien, the lead guitarist who writes all the music on. It's a Facebook page called Bands Looking for Musicians / Musicians Looking for Bands.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a post asking for a vocalist, and me being someone who was pretty adamant about the music, the metal music scene, looking for someone to just share my passion with, and found these guys, and basically just well connected between each other, and we started writing, and that's how Old Beginnings, New Endings came about. Is I gave them my lyrics, they gave me their music, and we went from there.
Man, you've kicked a lot of goals since then. You played like Big Sound. How was that, dude?
Yeah, Big Sound was great. It was great opening for some pretty well-established bands in the melodic music scene for metal. I know that as the times go, since I've been in the music scene, I know that a lot of deathcore music is pretty out there, but it's good to keep this sort of music in the scene, I guess, as much as it isn't as favourable as what else is there. But Big Sound was a great experience for us, just playing with some people that have just have really connected to that scene, even though the music industry isn't really there anymore, and it's a really good opportunity for us.
You also played, was it Easterfest this year as well? Yeah. That was with Norma Jean and a few other big names. That would have been awesome, man.
Yeah, it was actually incredible, because we had a bit of a stuff up with our lineup times, our set times, should I say. I think we rocked up there to play at 3:15, and the last band that before us didn't finish until 3:30, so they cut into our set time by 15 minutes, and they ended up telling us to play after Emery played, which was a ridiculous statement for us, because Emery was the headliner, and they're a really, really big international name. And so we just accepted that as we just take what we can. And after that, we it ended up working out well for us, because we met the band, met Emery, just gave them our EP, said thanks so much for all your support, as they gave us a little shout out because of all the stuff up times and whatnot, and just ended up playing to quite a few people that just really connect with our music, and we connected with them. It's just great times.
Sometimes it's weird how things happen, hey? It all worked out in the end.
Yeah, exactly, and sometimes for the better, it could have been playing our original set time, playing to a handful of people, compared to playing after an international band, playing to a majority of people, just don't understand how I guess things can play out. It might be for accident, and it might play to your benefit.
Well, now you can say that they supported you.
I feel like I'd feel a little bit guilty saying that, because saying that would mean we're better than them. But I guess realistically, they kind of did, as we were playing after them. But I couldn't really say that. Because,
no.
I've looked up to that. I've looked up to their band for a while, and I couldn't ever put myself further than them. So
I'm sure they get the joke, though.
Yeah, they would definitely get the joke. Yeah, they're good lads.
That's awesome, man. Well, it turns out that you're going to be playing the Metal United Down Under gig in Brisbane as well, and my band, Shifting the Paradigm, are going to be playing that one too. So I'm looking forward to...
Are you serious? You're actually playing that lineup?
Definitely, yeah, man. I'm looking forward to sharing the stage with you dudes.
It's awesome that you guys are playing. I'll definitely be sticking around for that set. I know that we're a bit of a laid-back sort of melodic vibe compared to a lot of the other bands playing, but I guess